Unoriginal content strikes, low quality flags, the 0 view jail. Alright lads, I'll be honest, being on the floor is not where I wanted to be right now. But as we all know, TikTok can be rough, especially if you don't know what you're doing. You know, back in the day, you could literally upload anything to the platform and you could make thousands within the first month. You know, even stuff like this would have made you money back in the day. It were ridiculous times. But now in 2025, there are so many unwritten rules that you're somehow meant to know. No one tells you about them. But if you don't follow them, you're either going to get 0 views on your videos or you're just not going to get into the creativity program because you're going to end up getting disqualified. But again, when you're first starting out a page, no one tells you how to avoid any of these. So today I'm going to show you how you can actually get paid with TikTok in 2025 and still generate millions of actual qualified views. Alright, so I'm just going to quickly go over the basics when starting a new TikTok account. If you are not doing these things, then you're just not going to get views. You're not going to get into the creativity program. These are the absolute basics. Firstly, you need to warm up your account. Now, for anyone building TikTok and Instagram pages before in the past, you should have heard this term before. If not, it's probably panic stations time. Basically, TikTok gets thousands and thousands of accounts joining the platform every single day. And although this sounds like a good thing, more than half of those accounts are going to be bot accounts, meaning that TikTok doesn't actually want them on the platform. They could be used for spam. They could be used for like various purposes. I don't know what these guys are doing with these dodgy bot accounts. But anyway, TikTok's got a massive problem on their hands. So when new accounts join TikTok, they need to vet that you're not a bot account. If you are a bot account, TikTok are going to get you stuck in the 0 view jail because they don't want you promoting whatever scheme you're up to if you are a robot. So the way to get around this is you need to act like a normal person. You need to act like a human so TikTok doesn't think you're a bot. So before you post any videos, you need to actually change your name on TikTok to your new username. You need to create a bio. You need to actually upload a profile picture. You then need to follow some accounts that you're interested in. I would just follow some accounts that are in your niche already, just to show TikTok that, you know, you're engaging with the platform a little bit. Then what you need to do is you need to build up your For You page. So what I mean by this is you need to scroll on your For You page. You need to like some videos, save some videos, send some videos to wherever. You could send them to your friends, or you could even send them to your own personal account. It doesn't matter where you send them. You just need to use all of TikTok's features and engage for the next 1 to 2 weeks. It's basically just going to signal to TikTok that, hey, this guy's actually real. He's using the app in a proper way. He's scrolling through his For You page. He's not a robot. TikTok's going to be like, okay, let's give this guy some views because clearly he's not a robot and we actually want to promote his content. This is the #1 problem that a lot of you guys will have. If you're not warming up your account, you're just going to get hit with a 0 view jail. And although it's most important to do this at the start of your TikTok journey, it can still happen to you at any point. If you do get stuck into the 0 view jail again, I would say that TikTok probably thinks you're a bot again. So if that happens, you need to go back to basics and start scrolling through your For You page again, liking and engaging with stuff. A lot of people have this problem where they've done it once and they think, no, I'm fine now, it's okay. But if it happens again, you need to go back to basics and do that. So clearly TikTok thinks you're up to something dodgy when you might not be. You might just generally be posting, but they need to see that you're actually using the platform like a human being. So if you ever get stuck in 0 views, if you ever get 200 views, warm up your accounts, go through your For You page, like and engage with stuff, and I promise you that's probably going to fix 80% of people watching here's issues. Right, next up, this is for clippers. This is for people that are clipping content like Twitch streamers, YouTube videos, any sort of clipping where you put like Subway Surfers, Minecraft gameplay on the bottom, anything like that. Firstly, you cannot reuse someone else's Minecraft or Subway Surfer gameplay. You need to get your own. Just download Subway Surfers on your phone, screen record it, and then Bob's your uncle, you can use that. Or record yourself doing some Minecraft parkour or pay someone to do it. Do not use the YouTube ones. That is the old method. It does not work anymore. You will get flagged for unoriginal content. Secondly, if you are clipping content, you need to make sure that you are mirroring the content. Now, this is a problem a lot of people do. You see, TikTok have an algorithm basically where they detect unoriginal content. And if you're just re-uploading someone's YouTube video or someone's Twitch stream straight to TikTok, made no changes, and all you've done is put Minecraft at the bottom of it, you will get flagged for unoriginal content because the algorithm is going to match that with the original and say, hang on, this isn't your video, and then boom, you know, unoriginal content flag, you're not getting paid. It's not fun. So basically, by mirroring your content, all you have to do is drop your clip into CapCut, click this little button here, and as you can see, it's just flipped the content around.
Then what I also like to do is zoom in a little bit, and I also like to add some saturation. I like to add a little effect to it just to change up the tone, change up the color. This is going to give the algorithm a much harder time to find out this is unoriginal content. If you do this, you will get past that unoriginal content flag and get paid from clipping your videos. This is what all the clippers have been doing for the past 6 months. Didn't know about this, you know, you've been behind for a while. Next up, you need to make sure you're using a hook. I feel like this should have been basic 2023, 2022 strategy, but I see a lot of people just not doing a hook. A hook is basically just something that gets viewers interested straight away into a video. You know, you've got hooks where people use these viral moments or people doing something dangerous and then cut into the video. That's a hook. But then you've also just got like normal hooks where you're saying 3 dangerous things that you could be doing every day. You know, just random stuff like that. That's a hook. It gets viewers intrigued. Anything on screen that you're seeing right now is considered a hook, and these are all hook templates that you can use for your videos. You need to make sure the most important part of your video, or the hookiest part, is at the front. You can even put that bit at the front and then cut to the start of your normal video, but you need to make sure that's at the front of the video, because otherwise people's attention spans are so short that they will just scroll straight past it and never make it to the actual good part of your video. A lot of people will lose viewers, will lose followers due to the fact that people are just scrolling past their videos. Even if their videos are good, they just never actually got to the good part because they got bored. Right, next up, this one's for clippers again. If you are clipping content, like I said, with streaming, with YouTube videos, you want to make sure you're only clipping content from the past 3 days. TikTok have got a lot stricter on what you can and can't clip, and basically if you're clipping content that's older than 3 days ago, then it is old news. Too many people have probably already posted it to the platform, meaning that TikTok's going to have a much easier time of flagging your video as unoriginal content, giving you that unoriginal flag, meaning you're not going to get paid for your videos. However, if you're uploading your video in under 3 days of that video being posted, barely anyone's actually uploaded that to TikTok, you could even be the first person to upload that video to TikTok if you're doing a niche enough clip. This means that you're going to actually be considered as the original person that uploaded this to TikTok, and you're not going to get hit with a flag. And if you make the changes that I talked about earlier in this video with the mirroring and the saturation, then this video is going to be unique to you, and you're not going to have any issues with getting monetized from TikTok. This is essentially how you do clipping in 2025. You have to do it this way, otherwise you're going to run into loads and loads of problems. Alright, so they're the bare minimum steps that everyone should be doing. But if you've been following my channel for a while, you might have heard me talk about those before. But what are some steps that you might not have ever heard me speak about? What's new, basically? Alright, so for these bits, I think I should give you an example of what I think clipping is turning into and what videos are turning into. Now, obviously, if you are making fully AI generated content, you don't need to listen to this step. I do think AI generated content is one of the best types of content to post on TikTok, just because, you know, it is your content and you're not going to get any risks of like unoriginal content or low quality. But if you are clipping, and you're probably watching this video because you are a clipper and you are getting that unoriginal flag, this is the way you need to be clipping content now. So basically, as you can see, before we used to just have a straight line going down the middle. You used to have your retention grabbing clip on the side, and then you used to have the clip on the left. It used to be very like obvious where the clip ended and started. Whereas now, as you can see, the retention grabbing gameplay or the retention grabbing footage blends in to the actual normal clip itself, and then we've got this like wall sort of. We've not got a wall basically. This is the new way to kind of like trick TikTok, as well as all the other steps I've mentioned. If you do all the steps I've mentioned and you do this, if you are using retention grabbing gameplay or retention grabbing clips, this is really going to mess up with TikTok's algorithm. They're not going to be able to detect that this is unoriginal content, and you will get this stuff monetized. It's also very easy to do. You can do this in CapCut. All you have to do is add a mask and blend it using a fade opacity. Very, very simple to do. Yeah, the old way of clipping and using retention clips is just not the wave anymore. This is what you need to be doing for all your videos. Finally, a step that probably a lot of you will have overlooked. I know I've overlooked this step before in the past, but it does make so much sense, is cleaning up your files with MetaClean. Now, when you download a clip, when you download a TikTok video, wherever you download that video from, if you have downloaded it from TikTok, it's going to have metadata in the file. Now, basically, metadata tells TikTok and tells the platform that you're uploading on where that video has been, where you've got that video from, and even after you've put it through CapCut and rendered it, there's still little data that tells TikTok, okay, this guy's took this clip from this place. Basically, metadata is a snitch. They're snitching on you for clipping, and they're trying to make it easier for TikTok's algorithm to catch you out and actually give you that unoriginal content flag. So what you should do before actually putting your videos into CapCut, before you even start editing, you should actually drag the clips, throw it into MetaClean here, and what this is going to do is it's going to tell you all of the metadata. So all this little stuff here is all the little data that this has got and then say, okay, well, this guy's clearly took this video off TikTok or whatever. So then all you need to do is click get my clean file, and then boom, it's going to download, and then that's going to have no metadata on it, which is going to make TikTok think that this is actually your own original video and you shot this footage yourself. Very, very clever, and it's definitely the new wave that you need to be doing in 2025 if you are clipping. Like I said, I do post a lot of niches on my channel, and I do try and push mostly AI niches, because I think AI niches are definitely the wave in 2025. They seem to be popping up right now. You got the new quiz niche that's been, you know, reinvented and reworked from 2024. That seems to be popping off again. I would definitely recommend more than clipping. I feel like clipping is one of these industries and one of these niches on TikTok that you have to constantly be changing and evolving with your content. But like I said, if you do all the steps that I talked about in this video, and if you do these steps with not just the clipping niche, but also like other niches that you are trying on TikTok, it'll get you out of the 200 view jail, get you to avoid the unoriginal content flag. Yeah, if you follow all the steps in this video, you should have absolutely no problem with TikTok. TikTok are going to be your best friends after following all these steps. I hope you enjoyed. If you are looking for some niches that you want to try out, then check out some of my other videos with some of the hot niches right now that will get you millions of views. And if you need any help with this, you can join the free Discord down below.